there, I'm Lisa Doyle with J. Rockcliffe Realtors, and we have a special guest today for our How's the Market update. This is our manager. Thanks, Dennis. Dennis Simkin is the Vice President and Manager of our local office. And I wanted to get Dennis to share a little bit about how's the market going as far as your perspective, because you get to see our market from a broader perspective than what I would. So I'm going to share some numbers after, but what do you think? Where are we as far as conditions, and what would you say a biggest question we get is, where would we think the market's headed?
Yeah, I'd be happy to share that. Interestingly enough, I've been in real estate in this area since '74.
Long time.
And my background is marketing. I have a degree in that, and I've really analyzed and watched what's gone on throughout the whole Bay Area where I'm from. And this is the first time that we've really had a deep dip in the market in this area.
Yeah.
When we've had other recessions, and I think this is the fourth one that I've lived through since '74, it never was as deep as what we're going through right now. I mean, this is like recession.
Well, this is more global. I think the other bumps that we've experienced have been more California, a few states, but not necessarily such a big, deep problem.
Well, and when you look at the entire Bay Area, the South Bay, Marin, the Hayward, Fremont market, they've always had much more severe swings in their market than we have had. And I think a lot of that is the environment we live in, our social economic mix of the area. Our industry is very mixed. We are affected by Silicon Valley, and I think that kind of leads me into why the market is where it is today. I believe we're influenced up to about Highway 580 significantly with Silicon Valley.
Yeah, I would agree. A lot of the families that come to our area come to us from parts of San Jose, parts of, like you say, the Silicon Valley, because of our schools and a lot of reasons for the demand for our area.
Yeah, well, and I agree. I think schools, the environment, our transportation, our air quality. I've lived all over the Bay Area, born here, and to me, this is the area to live in. In terms of business, I can't possibly think that we haven't reached the absolute bottom when you look at what's going on right now. And I know it's true with all companies in the area, real estate companies, but we're experiencing a boom right now that I really have never seen in my 38 years.
Such a quick change, too.
Very quick. From
being soft and stagnant and, weakening to, bang.
And it's interesting as you're going to go through that listings were really a burden. And right now listings are gold. You want to list properties. I was asked this morning by one of my buddies over coffee, does that mean that prices are going up? And I think that's what everybody's interested in. There's no question that price has edged up. But I believe it's really more in the price point and the more affordable housing. I think that people are realizing that if you're at the higher end, you've got to price your home, really dirt cheap, unfortunately. And I don't think we're going to see a big increase in pricing.
Well, and dirt cheap as compared to where we were, but still.
I mean, $1.5 million gets you a lot.
Yeah, it does. Absolutely a lot. And I think that the biggest thing, our clients keep asking us the same thing. So supply and demand has shifted. There's a lot more demand, less inventory. Now, how much has my house gone up? Well, I think that the reason for the demand partly is because our prices have come down and people have gotten realistic. So now we've seen, at least in my impression, a little bit of a bounce off the bottom, kind of like this middle of the road increase in the middle price, but still a very price sensitive upper end.
I think something that's profound about now, we've had times when there were a lot of multiple offers on a piece of property. And if you said you had, let's say, 10 offers on a piece of property and it was $600,000, let's say, or $700,000, it wasn't unusual for it to go for a lot more money.
100 over.
Oh, yeah. But
exactly.
that isn't happening so much now. I mean, we've had listings with as many as I've heard of 40 offers, but the price doesn't deviate that much Because, why? Because appraisers are not appraising property unless they have comparable sales in the area
Right.
That, will warrant that type of price. Now, there are exceptions. If a buyer comes in without any contingencies on appraisal,
Right.
and they're going to pay cash,
Yep.
and literally you talk to lenders today and they're saying that their biggest competition is people paying cash.
Yeah, it's true. We've had a few that were in that middle of the road price lately, where up to 700, maybe 750, where we hit the market at what we think is a really good price. It's a good value for the market, not under market by any means. And we have gone maybe 20 or 30 over, but it isn't like you said back in the day when we would get 100 over because the market was so. People are still a little cautious.
Yes.
Buyers are still a little aware of what we've been through. But the overall market conditions have just improved so much. So what do you think, one question that I get a lot right now is, okay, we're in this state of seemingly recovery a little bit, election year coming up. How will that affect us, impact us? What do you think?
Well, you always hear, and I really believe it's true, that everybody will work, especially the party in power, will work diligently to try to keep the economy strong.
Right, exactly. Interest rates low. And right.
So typically, if you look at every election year, there's an upturn in the market, in our market. Another thing to look at, that I've always looked at, is the automobile industry. And we've almost paralleled the automobile industry over since World War II.
Wow.
When the automobile industry is doing well, we're doing well. And of course, the strange thing about the market today, we also all paralleled lenders. And, what was good for a lender was good for the real estate industry. And then all of a sudden, with all the REOs and foreclosures and all those things, you've gotten a disdain, in some ways for lenders, and that's wrong.
Right.
I mean, without lenders, we wouldn't be in the business.
Right. Our properties can't move in most cases. Homes can't be sold. So.
And I do think there's a lot more cooperation between lenders now in our industry, and
I think
I'm
so
very
too.
happy to see that.
Me too. There's almost like a camaraderie with us helping each other, trying to help the consumers better. But some of the data that I wanted to share real quick is we're tracking, some of the things we're tracking to really indicate where our market has gone and why we're seeing the improvement is we've gone from a market last year where we had inventory, homes for sale, double the amount of pending. And so right now, one of the statistics that's really fun to watch is right now in our market, the total active inventory is only 948, down from 2,400. So that's like huge, less than half. And then the pending market, and this is the East Bay, which is our 680, 580, the 24 clip, 2,177 homes currently pending, and only 948 active. So that's the reason for our big shift. It's just the dynamic between the two. And still the distressed market staying pretty low. Short sales being only, 16% of our market, and bank loans less than that, right? So super good to hear. Yeah, but thank you so much, Dennis, for your help. I know
Pleasure.
If anyone has any questions about their particular home or any circumstances, give us a call. My name again is Lisa Doyle, and you can reach me direct at 925-890-7443. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you.